Welcome back, guys. There's been a bit of a delay in between stripping down and rebuilding. That's just what happens in life, isn't it? So we're going to be rebuilding this bottom end today. Got all the bearings out, got new ones in the freezer. Also gone along and changed the gears, but they've all been done off camera. I didn't film all this. Here's the old shaft that was knackered, so it's also got its new shaft in there as well. And it's selector shaft, as you can see, it's bent on the end, so I've stripped that one down, got a new shaft. Pop that on. We've got all the seals, gaskets, crank, piston and barrel. I'm not going to film absolutely every part of this, but I'll jump to when I've got bearings and the gearbox in, but I'm not just going to go bang with a running bike. First off, got these old bearings. Some of them seem alright, but I figured while I've got it apart, might as well just get them all and pop them all back in, you know. This one here that goes on the other side comes from the other side. It felt a little bit gritty. As you can see there, it just stops when I was spinning it, so best to just change it all while we've got it apart. Alrighty guys, I've done what I said I wouldn't do, and I've gone too far ahead without filming. So all our seals are in, gearbox is in. What a nightmare that was to put back in. All the bearings are in, cranks in. This is all our old shit here. Some of them felt right, but I figured all its part, might as well just change it all. This one's a bit, that one was my main concern. That one there was a bit grippy. Same with that too. So now I'm going to be putting the cases together. Got my gasket go there, putting my cases together, and I'll jump back on once we've done that. Alrighty, so I've got bottom end together. Just put a bit of gasket maker in between the cases, because they are just a machine finish, machine fit, so I thought better be safe, and watched a few videos anyway, and that's what they say to do. Cranks in there, moving nicely. You don't have to do one-handed. There's no up and down movement. Got to give a shout out to Mitch. Contacted him for a YZ80 page, and he supplied me with this second-hand crank, and it's in good nick. And he supplied me with all the gears that I needed. So this one was worn. He supplied me with that gear. Supplied me with this gear that was broken. New fork. Selector fork. Also supplied me with, I'll find it, there's a little breather hose here. Little right angle connector I didn't have. Supplied me with all that. Bloody ripper bloke. Yeah, he's bloody good. It's good to find honest people. He could have given me a crank that was absolutely fucked, but there's no up and down playing it. Better than the one I had. My one, this shaft was a bit wobbly. Probably just from the actual crank being not pressed together properly or worn or whatever. But this had just a tiniest little bit of a wobble in it. So that's probably what's fucking out my bearing and seal. So big thumbs up for that bloke. It's oh sorry, also what did he give me? There's a new shaft for all my gearbox there. So big ups to him. It's good that there's good people still out there that you can trust. Oh mate, shipped it off before I even paid for it and everything. And my wife was saying, you're gonna get scammed, Ash. But no, there is good people in the world. So it's always good to know. We'll move on to the other side, start doing like clutch, gear selector fork, all that stuff. Righty, selector shaft is all in. The last one, the original one, was all bent down, so we've replaced that and replaced the seal there, obviously. So that's all in. I've just spun through it all, and it's going through every single gear, so that's bloody ripper. When we first got this thing, wouldn't change gears, nothing like that. So next up, we've got kickstarter assembly going in. Alright, kickstarter assembly on. Clutch basket in, the push rod that goes through there is in, with the little ball bearing that I mustn't forget, and I didn't, because I've been bloody having nightmares about forgetting it for the past week. Like I said to you guys, it's not as involved as ripping it apart. If you want to see how to put it back step by step, just watch my video in reverse. That's the bottom end together. All new gaskets, all new bearings, all new seals. Up next will be popping the new barrel, brand new barrel, new piston, new bearing. Got the barrel on, piston on. Unlike the other blokes, got the arrow going the other way. Arrow's going towards the exhaust side, so the piston ring won't get snagged on anything. Just popping the head studs in now and pop the head on. There you go, she's all put back in. All rebuilt. So I'm gonna finish doing the exhaust. I just popped it on to get it all in there. Plastics need to tidy up. That's the engine in there. We've tested the compression. The only thing that we've spotted is this radiator is not the right one for the bike, so we've just had to sort of adapt hoses to get it to running stage. We've tested spark and all that. Like I said, never had this thing running. Bought it as a project, so pulled it apart, stripped it down, did the rebuild. Now we're getting up to the running stage. Nice, been sitting a couple of hours. Completely cold. Completely cold. Completely cold. There she starts up. Fuel on. Won't even choke it. Let's see. So that concludes the rebuild on this 99 YZ80. We've got 85cc top end, complete rebuild, all bearings, seals, gaskets, the whole lot. Paint up that exhaust black. I just wanted to try out polishing it, but I think I might just stick it black. Cosmetically, it could do with new sticker kit, plastics kit if you're real fussy. But once we give the good wash up, it'll look much more presentable. Drop a comment below what you think, if you've got any questions. Keep an eye on the channel. Up next we'll be doing a top end rebuild on a PW50, and then I've bought a project bike, a 2002 CRF 450R. Keep an eye out on the channel for those videos. Cheers.